All right, hello, welcome or welcome back. This is Paula, and on my channel we share planning and budgeting and all the things that go with, mainly budgeting and all the things that go along with that. So today I'm going to start my check-in for the second week, the final week of the paycheck from August 25th. So it was a pretty, it was a decently spendy week, which we'll see more of here. So I'm just gonna start here, give myself a line. And I kind of take my check-in style from Veda at the Simple Budget. So to start off, this was a credit card purchase. It was pizza, but it was not for us. We have a really cool park going up in our community that is all-inclusive for folks with all levels of needs, so it would be entirely handicap accessible. And a couple of the moms who were really close to me, my age, in school, they've been fundraising for a couple years, and the community really kind of rallied around them and did a really great job of fundraising and other things. So not only through their fundraising and, the benefit that was put on and community donations, were they able to fund just the playground equipment, which was kind of the original phase one. But they were also kind of all in one fell swoop able to fund the new shelter and the new bathroom, which is like fully handicap accessible, extra large changing tables, all those kinds of things. So we live in a small town, and it's pretty exciting that these folks don't have to, they were driving an hour or more to the nearest kind of similar park. And so it's really exciting thing for our community. And just hearing about that fundraising starting really hit me in a way that it's kind of hard to explain. I think, I've shared I have 3 young kids. I had 3 kids in 4 years. I've kind of been in the trenches, just doing the stuff and surviving, baby after baby, and kind of feeling like we're getting to a little bit more stable point. And these moms are talking about how their kids can't play at the park, and that just hit me in a way that I was like, oh my goodness, I'm over here. And not that my problems are insignificant, because, we definitely struggled, but like the simplest things that I was taking for granted. And so I got, involved and did some donating and was a part of that benefit. Anyway, right now, it just kind of the cool stuff goes on and on. So they are, they're doing, I think the playground equipment is up, and they're working on the shelter and the bathrooms. But the people that are out there doing the work, all these contractors, the plumbers, the concrete people, they've all donated their time. So, another thing about our community coming together and really stepping up, local businesses, they are donating their time. And in Iowa, it was like, 110 degrees some of the weeks they were out there. So they definitely could have been elsewhere making money, and they were donating their time to this awesome project. So these moms, again, called on the local community to bring things for the volunteers, lunches, snacks, water, Gatorade when they were there. And I just wasn't well prepared, but last Friday happened to be my turn to take things. And so I took some pizzas from Casey's. I am going to pull it out of groceries, even though it wasn't groceries for us, but that's just where it's going to come from. And then in addition to, I paid online for the groceries. These are both on my credit card. And then when I got to the store, I also had to pick up ice for the cooler. There were drinks there, but they had asked if I would fill it up with ice to keep the drinks cold. And of course, when I bought ice, I also bought myself some Reese's Jack-o'-lanterns because they were out when I was standing there waiting for my pizza to be delivered to me. So I'm going to pull that from my spending money. It does need to be paid back to the bank. Okay, so that's my little story with that. And then the next thing, we had a few household purchases, or what I call household. These were an order of wipes at Target. That was $13.43, and it's coming from households. We're going to have to do a little bit of juggling here, which you'll see. So the next household purchase was batteries. I think that was actually from Amazon, but I just have it written down as batteries. That was $9.18, and that is also households. Does need paid back to the bank. And the third thing that I got was kids toothpaste on Amazon for $1.96, also coming from households. It does need to be paid back to the bank. So those are my 3 households. The groceries, I also ordered, another like PVC binder on Amazon, $6.41, and that comes from my spending, and that does need to be paid back to the bank. So I talked about my my face wash from Elf that was going to ship. I had some points to be able to get a discount. So my charge was $1.17, and that is coming from Beauty. We also needed, these are all credit card, as you can see as I'm writing there. We also needed nail polish remover. We don't use it a lot, but my mother-in-law was here a couple weeks ago looking to take her old nail polish off, and for the first time in like 10 years, I didn't have any nail polish remover. So that was $1.82, also coming from Beauty. Honestly, I probably would have considered that household, but I didn't have any more household funds, and I have some beauty funds. Like, that's one of those things, like, it's for nails, but really I use it more for my kids than I ever would myself, because I don't do my fingernails anymore very often, and my toenails I get done at the salon. So
I saw that this morning.
That is, I think, all of our expenses at this point in the check-in. So I'm going to pull this stuff back in. I was really just wanting to get all of our envelopes paid back, and I will finish this check-in a little bit later in the week if there's any more spending to add to it. So let's hop in here really quickly, and I'm going to do something just a little bit differently because it is, well, we'll start with the pizza is in groceries, from groceries, and I did pull it. So I have a groceries envelope in here. And 21, 2, 3, and 4. That's where I put it when I stuff it. And then it goes to where my husband kind of keeps it, because he keeps it and keeps track of it and does the things. I did also write down, I don't have to pay this back because it was a cash expense, but I actually paid attention to what he spent. So the first week of the paycheck, he spent $94 on groceries, so we had $184 left for week 2. I did take 24 of that just now to cover that pizza. So he has $160 left for the second week of the paycheck. That's fine, thank you. Okay, so we've got groceries paid back. Okay, so now we're going to jump into my spending. So in my spending, it would have been, well, I'll just start with $6 for the ice and the candy from Casey. So this is 5 and 6. And then I was also supposed to pay the $6.41 out of my spending. Well, I only have 5 left. So I'm going to put that in the cash tray, and then we will talk in just a second about my plan for that. Let's jump into household. So in household, we have, and I usually just round up, but we're a little short on money right now. So $9.18, not short on money, just short on stuff in the envelopes here, plus $196, plus $13.43. So it's $24.57. So I had $20 in household this week, and I found a random $3 shoved into my sinking fund binder with no idea why it's there. So I put it in household. So So that covers 23 of this. So there's $1.57 left. I'm going to put this 23 in here. And there's $1. So then now we're going to jump into, I have that taken care of. Let's jump into beauty. So in beauty, the total would have been, 182 plus 117 is $299. So what I have in here right now is in beauty. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's way further back than I thought. Okay, is a 10. So I'm going to pull this 10 out, and then I'm going to show you, just tell you how I got to this. So $299 just for the beauty items, and then there was $1.39 that I could not cover from my spending, and $1.57 from household. Well, that leaves a total of $5.95. I'm going to round that up to 6. And I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, and 4 back to the beauty envelope and put the 10 here in with the other things to return. I'm going to put the $4 for beauty back here in my beauty envelope. That leaves me with 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that the purpose of that is for a pedicure. I will probably get that before the end of the week. It's been just a crazy couple weeks here. So now let's do just quick math on what I should have had. So I usually round up, so it would have been 24 plus 6 plus, well, so I'm looking to have $64 here, I think, if I did all of the math correctly. So usually I round up, like for the pizza and such, pizza and my spending, but for ones I was short on, I calculated the actual cents and then rounded up the total at the end, so I should have $64. 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that is what is going back to the bank at this point in time, and I will be back to finish this check-in at a little bit later in the week. One more thing, I kind of forget, because I kind of keep changing how I do this, but another thing that was officially paid was my vehicle registration. The ones registered to my husband that were under his name due in September. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 90, 310, 315 is what it was for. So that needs to, again, these are all prop cash because that is how I do my, oh my. It's a Monday, even though it's a holiday weekend, it's a Monday. Okay, so that leaves me with just $1 in registration at this time until I start bulking it back up for what we need in May. And the final purchase that we have on this check-in was a credit card purchase, and it was for a paper cutter. The amount is $49.81, and it's going to come out of 2 categories. $43.92 is just going to come out of miscellaneous, and then $5.89 is actually going to come out of my spending this upcoming payday. So tomorrow that's going to get transferred. Essentially I just won't stuff it and I will send it right to the credit card, so there's no cash here that is getting paid back. Both of those are coming from the bank account and will be paid for and accounted for tomorrow. So that is the end of our check-in for our variable and miscellaneous spending for the paycheck from August 25th. So the next video that you will see is me closing out that August 25th budget, and I will see you in that one. Bye.